Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody, and today I'm here in Queenstown in New Zealand, NZQN, and look at the remarkables there in the background on this beautiful day. They certainly are a sight, and I can tell you in real life they look absolutely brilliant. No wonder they're called the remarkables, or Mordor for those of you that are Lord of the Rings fans. But I got an email from the team at iniBuilds throughout the week who said, hey look, we're throwing out this scenery, add-on scenery for Microsoft Flight Simulator for NZQN, and of course it's one of my favourite airports in the world, so I thought, yeah, let's go and take a look at it. Now, of course, Queenstown comes shipped as one of the detailed airports in Microsoft Flight Simulator, so I was really interested in seeing what the team could put together. So let me just show you what the default scenery looks like, and then we'll take a bit of a look around this airport and see what they have put together. Okay, here we are hovering above the apron here at NZQN, and straight away you notice a difference in the textures. You've got the darker apron textures right along here, and if we pan out and go across to the runway, across the taxiways, and zoom down just a bit, you can see the sort of the serrated texture there across the runway. And the different sort of landing marks here, the tyre marks as the aircraft come in and smoky up their tyres on landing. Let's go back across here, and you also see some really nice little touches here. You've got the oil marks or the fuel marks all around the airport where you would expect them to see. We've got the addition of the steps with the covers on them, which is certainly something you need when it gets a bit cold there in the winter here in Queenstown. The addition of all the signage, etc. around the airport, the airways there up on the tower. If you take a close look at some of the vehicles and baggage carts, etc., we'll move over here, I believe. You can see over here, right in front of me, we've got Air New Zealand, and then we've got Jetstar just over here. So just representing some of those carriers that operate in and out of NZQN. Some other nice touches, particularly if you're from the area and you can recognise some of these, is the local businesses. So you got Glenorchy Air right here. Now, one thing I would point out is obviously a lot of the textures here have been implemented for performance. So, you know, from this distance right here, that looks like a nice sharp image, but as you get closer, it does lose its resolution just a little bit. But I'm not too sure if you will be up close. So for me, it's not a major because I'm usually going to be about this distance away. So I'd rather have that little bit of extra performance as opposed to having like ultra sharp images right up against them. And now if we move over this part of the airport right here, I'll just zoom down. We've got our BP fuel tank sitting here. As you can see, you know, they look pretty decent from about this distance. You get up a little bit closer and the logos do lose their resolution. That's just something to be aware of. But like I say, that comes down to personal choice, whether it's a deal breaker for you. But as you can see right down in here, we've got Outdoor Concepts, Queenstown Interiors, a few of the local businesses. We've got Repco, which is a auto parts dealer, and a few other Snap-on tools, is it? It is indeed. No, Snap Fitness, I was going to say. Snap-on tools. Look, here goes a good one that some of you will enjoy. Super Liquor. So these are all legitimate brands in and around this airport. This is what you'd have, in fact, see if you went there. And we've got a couple more of these additional little operators. You've got Milford Airwork and Haliworks over there. So really cool to see that stuff. And like I say, it's always awesome when you can see these sorts of things in an area that you are familiar with. So they've done a really nice job with those. And here goes some of those roadways that I was talking about earlier. You got the proper road markings, just a little bit different textures you got there. Some of the signage you can see down below there. And as we zoom right down into the airport here, you've even got the statues that are outside there. Weird looking statues, you got to say. But nonetheless, some accuracy in there for the people that do enjoy that sort of stuff. Let's just pop inside the terminal. And so what they've done is they've replicated what you would see inside the terminal here to a certain degree. You obviously got all the different operators that fly in and out of here. Services a lot of Australia, obviously being a 3.5 hour flight away. So you've got the likes of Qantas and Virgin Australia. In fact, probably all four of these airlines, including Jetstar and Air New Zealand, fly over there. Once again, not high quality textures that have been put in here. It's more of an additional extra. So I know a few in your comments, a few of you in the comments always say, why would you worry about doing the internal, you know, the internal terminal? Who cares about that? Well, there you go. You're not going to worry too much about that. But it is kind of cool just to have it in there for those that do enjoy it. The same goes for inside the control tower right there. It looks really good from the outside, you know, from sort of this distance away. You get in a bit closer and you're going to lose some of that resolution, but I'm not spending too much time in the tower. Let me get my act together. It does look pretty cool from inside the tower, though, I have to admit. So looking pretty ace in that respect. Here's a bit of a look at the night textures right here. Looking pretty cool, I've got to say. I really like, I don't think it's part of this package, but I do like the cricket ground that's been lit across the way there, and you can when you see games on TV, you always see those the planes in the background taking off and landing here in the airport. But it certainly is a beautiful part of the world, and I'm really pleased that people are looking to enhance the scenery. Oh, it's spectacular at night, absolutely spectacular. So there you go, NZQN at night. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen, NZQN by iniBuilds, and it's just come out yesterday, I think, so I thought I'd put a quick video together. We'll probably fly out of this in the weekend at the live stream, but a quick video just to show you some of the main features. Like I said, I really like the apron and the runway textures, and just some of the real-life businesses, logos, and objects that have been put in and around the airport. The key thing really is if you want up-close, really sharp textures, then that could be an issue for you. For me, not an issue at all, because I'm not really looking at those that closely. Particularly the surrounding scenery, so not a big deal for me. However, there it goes. I've put a link down in the description. Go and check it out if it's something you want to add to your collection, and just make sure you go ahead and smash the like button if you did enjoy the video. Subscribe if you are new, and until next time, everybody, take it easy.